The life of the believer is designed to be a life of overflow, no shortage. The shortage mentality is a curse because of the fall of man. There is no shortage in heaven. When you take time to carefully examine the ministry of Jesus Christ, you will notice that he operated under rest. Why do you think the Father said to him, "You are my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased," before he started ministering? The Father was saying, "Son, before you step out, you are already made, and the resources of heaven are deployed in your favor." That was why he could sleep when there was a storm. He knew that he was the beloved of God. When a multitude was to be fed, they gave him 5 loaves and 2 fishes. The disciples were agitated and anxious, saying, "There is no food here." But he said to them, "Tell them to sit down." Then he took the bread, gave thanks, and he gave to the disciples to go and distribute. He was not expecting it not to work. It must work. Why? He understood that he was the beloved Son of God. Jesus knew who he was. His identity was not in question. His identity was not predicated on his doing. It was based on what he heard the Father say. In the same vein, do not wait to prove your identity. No. Your identity is not based on what you do. It is based on what the Father called you. He said, "You are a saint." He said, "You are holy." He said, "You are righteous." He said, "You are sanctified." He said, "Your needs are met." He said, "You are not barren." That is who you are. Your experience does not define you. Learn to function in your identity in Christ. It is not about how you feel, it is about what God has said concerning you. Meditate on Matthew chapter 8 from verse 23 to 27, and also Matthew chapter 3 verse 17.